It's showtime, ladies. Let's go. All right. How are y'all this morning? We're good. Trying to get things going here. Little rusty. That's all right though. Things worked out here this morning. Got in a bit of a traffic dilemma and everything else. Kind of gotta see where we're at here in life. Easy, son. Easy, son. Front to back, but side to side we're good. That's where we're going to be pumping off anyway, so I feel okay with that. We're actually not far. Where's the bubble? We're not far with the bubble. Now we got a couple trucks waiting on us. I knew they would be, but side this boom's coming off of. Get our tip hose down. So, hope y'all's morning is going good. I'll tell you about mine, if mine's going good in a little bit or not. Honestly, I've been thinking, trying to remember When's the last time I've operated a boom pump? We'll prime that over on this corner. Right over here. Looks kind of nasty right there anyway. You doing all right this morning? Morning.
Morning.
You got water?
Hey.
You got water?
Hey, try it.
Yeah, okay.
Ay, nomás.
We'll see if it works. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. All right. That little door open, that's gonna kind of throw a little kink in me. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. In case y'all were wondering, Bill took some time off. He had a wedding to go to, and he's on vacation. And I'm very happy for him to take some time off and go on vacation. I honestly couldn't tell you last time Bill took a vacation. So I'm happy for him. I hope he gets some. I know he's rested because we ain't pumped crap because it's rained for the last 3 weeks. So I know he's rested. So hope he don't come back tired. Because it's going to dry up and we're going to be floored. There's no doubt about it. But anyway, that's what we're into. Easy, son, easy. So we are at a precast manufacturing facility. They've got 3 of their own trucks. And so they'll be batching it here. They can do pretty decent with 3 trucks being right here in the facility. It gets kind of hectic though once about 7, 8 o'clock. A lot of delivery drivers showing up and picking up stuff, and there's box culverts and all kinds of stuff going everywhere. So we're kind of out of the way right here, but getting the mixers back and forth and all that is kind of a logistics deal. We've pumped quite a bit here. It's been a good job to get, actually. So don't trash their trucks. They don't leave the property. I just hope they can stop. Whoa, easy, son, easy. Okay, but yeah. So I'm on the 38. I have no idea. Like I said, it's been well over a year, several months since I've operated this 38. I couldn't tell you when the last time was. So we'll get this truck pumped out and we'll visit some more. Can you add 10?
Okay.
Let's add 10. Also, thank you very much to those guys, for all of y'all, for the support the channel, leave comments, visit us on Sunday mornings. I enjoy the conversations. I hope to get to meet more of those guys that we were having conversations with in person. It's pretty cool, just like I met Steven Schneck over at, he was actually out of New York, Woodville, Woodbine, Wood something, but now he's retired and operates a concrete pump still. So, okay, so yeah, Bill's on vacation and I'm on the 38. We've had so much rain, it's crazy. The totals aren't ridiculous, but just the, you know, it's what we've been getting anywhere from 3/4 to 1.5 inches, 2 inches almost nightly, morningly, whenever the storms come through. It's just been waves of them. We've got 2 or 3 days of good weather, and then it's supposed to get a few more chances coming in. So hopefully it'll give us time to get some work in. We'll give her some more pins and get going here. Let's see if we can make Matt Droll jealous of the Mud Demon. Hey Matt, I know hopefully you're in the comment section, but I got something before you got it. That's guaranteed. But, and as your local nationwide sales representative for the Mud Demon concrete pump, I got something to tell you. The month of June we're running a special. You'll get the pump, reducers, clamps, and 100 feet of 3-inch hose or smaller, or the same low price as if it was not a special, a monthly special. So what I'm saying is, for $55,000 you can get the Mud Demon and everything, and 100 feet of system, reducers, clamps, hose, up to 3-inch hose. If you want smaller hose, you can have smaller hose, but up to 3-inch hose. For the month of June you get 100 feet of hose, clamps, and reducers and all that. Plus it comes already with the aircom remote, which is huge. And I highly suggest, I know Matt and I are kind of a Dodge Chevrolet type thing, but I highly suggest the John Deere skid steer, especially one from Yellow House out of Oklahoma and Texas. You can find their stores online, yellowhouse.com. I'll leave a link in the description. And get you a nice John Deere skid steer, used or brand new, from them to help power the Mud Demon. So my little shameless plug for the day. I have kind of been dragging my feet on doing some videos with the Mud Demon just because of the rain and availability of the jobs right now. But if you're interested in it, you got the month of June to get things out. And we do have guys that are willing to finance the company, or finance the company. I'm sorry. We do have financing options available to you guys. So, and we have had 2 or 3 guys use the folks that we have. So if you need financing, we can help you with that. We've got a couple of great companies that have apparently been really easy to work with to do that. You can finance the whole package deal, or however you want to do it. If you need to get financing, we have that availability. So contact us, contact me. My information will be in the description also, or contact the guys in Minnesota, Matt or Jenny. Tell them you saw or heard about the Mud Demon on the Muddyfeet concrete pumping channel, and maybe they'll give me a free t-shirt or a hat. So, and possibility that I might be the one to bring it to you and show you how to operate it. That's something that we're talking about doing in the future. So make a special request, say, hey, I want Muddyfeet to come out and show me how to use this machine. That could possibly happen. So, but let Matt or Jenny know where you heard about the Mud Demon, and let's get you going and get you operating. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna want more than 100 feet of hose, but having 100 feet of hose right off the bat that's in the same bill as the price of the pump is pretty significant. So it saves you a few $1,000s right there. So check us out at the Mud Demon. You can see plenty of videos of me using it, and I'll still use it today when I'm not boom pumping. pull up a little bit, make sure I got enough.
Okay.
My man. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna pull her back in, Bill style, and see if we can't get a sponge sucked back. All right, guys, I want y'all to see who showed up on the day practically we hit 25,000 subscribers on Muddyfeet concrete pumping. Thanks to y'all, Michael Setnox showed up and he brought us a present for Bill.
Yeah, back at World of Concrete, if you watch some of the videos back then, Scott at Canadian Concrete Pumper introduced me to Jeff, and Scott had talked Jeff up quite a bit. You know,
he's an overinflator.
Yeah, that's definitely right. He needs to be regulated a little. But he said he wanted to do videos like Jeff, so you know, he brought Jeff over, introduced me to him, and was talking about using an air cuff and how his brother-in-law wanted one, but he didn't, get it on there. So I said, you know what? Later this year, let's do it. And here,
the heat of the summer.
Yeah, and pick the hottest day so far this year with the humidity up there, to do this. So I brought an air cuff out to Jeff, and Jeff ordered all the parts from Concord so that we could get this installed so it worked on your pump switch.
Yep.
And you hooked up some of the plumbing, some of the air, but you and I worked on, or we're going to work on some of the other stuff, to get her done.
Yeah. Because there are some appliances that go along with it, and actually Bill does know that this is coming because Bill and I had a rainy day the other day, and we actually started plumbing because you do have to have an air source. And we come off the auxiliary tank right here, and you can see the quick connect I did with a hose right there, or Bill and I did, and then we ran it up through here and into the cabinet. And it's kind of sloppy, but a lot of this stuff we are going to go back and make more permanent, but for the time being of getting it set up and getting things, making sure everything worked, and the truck was good with it, it's just sitting here, so don't
Jobs
panic.
are scheduled right, so we could do this today.
Absolutely.
I'm here, so
absolutely.
We couldn't make it too pretty, but we got her done.
We'll Bill and I'll fix it. We'll get
we got it done.
But here's the hose coming from the auxiliary tank and then into our regulator, correct?
Regulator, yeah.
And we've got it set at 60 psi. Is that
60,
the
yeah.
range we're
Yeah. I'd say 60 is a really good number. It might be a little more, a little less if the wire hose or, a little smaller hose. We're using 4.5, and it's going to be okay, pretty good. And, on our just checking it, and we'll check it later when the boom's open to see how it's compressing. So right now it looks pretty good, with where we're at, but we'll check it when we got the truck open.
Yep. So, and then from the regulator, we go to our
solenoid. Yeah.
The air solenoid. So air comes in and it goes out, and of course it's wired in for the wiring. This is a 12 volt one. I did see there were some 24, could be some 24 volt ones, but this is a 12 volt one. So the power source.
24 volt systems are a little bit more forgiving. A lot of the pump companies did that for a little bit, and then some of them kind of went back to 12. 12 is a lot simpler. 24 is a little more forgiving with the electrical current. You could have a little bit more voltage drop if you got an issue before it stops working, whereas 12, you don't lose that much before it stops working. Yeah. So you gotta check, you gotta know if your truck's 12 or 24, when you're, ordering all the parts or pieces to put it all together.
And check with your manufacturer. I honestly, I feel fortunate to be with Concord. They've always taken care of me. I'm a one pump guy at the moment, and those guys have been phenomenal. Mike has seen that today with Nick helping us out. I mean, there are, like, this truck was not set up for this.
A huge shout out to Nick at Concord for walking us through some of the stuff and being patient. We must have called him about 6 times a day. We made 4 trips to the store.
Yeah, we needed some wire and stuff. So, and it, like I said, this is kind of a rat's nest, but we'll clean it up. We're trying to get things done in a timely manner. But you got a couple of relays here. The main one is this delay relay right here. It's got settings on the back of it, so you can time when you're, make sure I get this right, you can time when you turn your pump on and the cuff deflates before the pump starts pumping.
Correct. So we want the air cuff to deflate before we start pumping to push, through the air cuff. So we want, we want it to deflate, and we'll hear that, it'll deflate, you know, probably about 5 seconds or so, and we can adjust it through that timer if we need a little bit more time, but it'll deflate, then the pump will turn on. And that'll be a little something that it's gonna freak Jeff out for the first time or two when he turns that sucker on and it doesn't start pumping right away.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna hear the air cuff deflating and go, oh yeah, that's what it is.
Here we go. But yeah, but shout out to Nick. He was phenomenal. He's had a lot of patience with us on this part of it. So,
and this is the first time that I've actually worked with someone to wire it in the pump. So, you know, Jeff initially was like, you know, man, you know, it's been busy with everything going on and it's a little hard to get on there. And I'm like, no, I'd actually enjoy doing it with you because I haven't done this myself. So it was a little bit of an eye-opening experience, you know, for me, and a little bit, it's good feedback and good experience to see how this was wired in, the delay. We had to learn how the delay timer worked and how to adjust the timing. So there was a little bit of a learning curve here and there, but it was a good experience, and I'm glad I got to share that with Jeff and wire it to him.
well, and being an owner operator, I mean, a lot of times, you know, Bill and I depend on each other to come up with the what ifs or why something's not quite right. Well, at least now that we've done this ourselves, I'll have an idea of what might need to check if something's not quite right, or maybe if a wire just come loose.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have an idea of where to go to look for that part of it. So I'm glad to be able to do that.
Conforms does sell, it's a metal panel with our air regulator and the solenoid, all kind of, you know, that you can mount all to it, and then just mount the plate inside here. And then, you know, you wire it up kind of like we did today. You know, it's designed for, you know, any pump really, you know, that has, you know, that we can work with it. But basically this pump, you know, was set up where, you know, Concord said you can use these things, and we just did our thing with Concord, with what Concord sent you. So, you know, all good. You know, if you have an older pump that doesn't have a lot of electronics, that's what that kit would be for, and check with your local supplier where you get, you know, stuff, and they can set you up with electronics like that if you need to, or, you know, check with your manufacturer. You know, the different guys like Nick at Concord can walk you through it or give you the instructions, you know, to do it, you know, right here out.
Yeah, no, he come in clutch. There's a lot of wires there. I'll tell you, that box is intimidating.
It is. And trying to find some of the wires that are bundled up so you cut the right one was a little bit scary, and we double checked it and then, you know, triple checked it because we were worried about cutting stuff because Jeff's got mud in the morning.
Yeah,
I'll be sleeping.
I'm leaving out at 2 in the morning, so, you know, 4 a.m. I don't want to be waking Nick up going, hey buddy.
So I think we need to fix your cab though. And I need to put this sticker.
Oh, look at that.
I need to put this sticker probably right here.
Yeah, let's get it where we can shut the door, or he's not being seen. No, let's put him out here. Let's put him out here. Well, I tell you what, let's put him right here by the Concord and by the gauges right here. That'll be a good spot.
Let's see if I can get this peeled off.
So yeah, there you go, Scotty.
And I'm going to leave you with one, so you've got one to put on your hard hat or something if you need to.
Absolutely.
Or on Bill.
Absolutely. 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 All right, Mike. So we're connected up.
Yep.
We got our hose connected. We kicked the truck on.
Safety straps.
Got our safety straps.
Yep.
And
we can see it when it's inflated here. We want to use the lowest amount of air pressure we can. Right now our regulator's set at 60. We can see we're getting a pretty good compression on this hose. We want to use the lowest air pressure we can to kink the hose. It might need a little bit more with wire hose, a little less with fabric. Right now it's doing okay. We won't know until you're pumping concrete with it, you know, if 60 is going to do it. But that's an easy change, you know, you just going in there and adjusting the regulator. So it looks like, you know, when we turn on the pump on and off, we can watch that inflate and deflate. So we're doing pretty good there. Right now the pump's off, so it's inflated. So you're gonna give her a little throttle and see. Got a timer on it, so it's going to slow down, let this deflate, and then she'll start pumping. So we've got the stroke control turned way down so it doesn't start pumping right now, but we wanted to make sure that all worked. Go ahead and turn the pump off, and we can see she inflates pretty quick. So yeah, we're looking really good on this side.
Yep. Yep. I mean, a lot of this was pretty simple to set up. I mean, you just kind of got to follow the directions, you know.
Yeah.
But
you got an air line run through the metal hydraulic lines, which was really awesome for you. And what Concord did there, at least we can plumb into it really quick right here. And then we just ran a little pigtail, you know, to our air cuff. We're gonna have to do something with the straps because it'll just loosen up and scoot down. But you know, no worries. You know, these straps are designed a little long because if you had a 5-to-4 reducer on and a 4-inch hose or whatever, we want them to be a little long. So you know, you can adjust that, you know, as you're using it. But yeah, this is really simple, you know, to plumb into the boom.
Yeah, I mean this truck came with this line. It was plumbed into here. I mean, it can be in one, an extra air line, or two, if you lose a hydraulic line to one of your cylinders, you can swap it out and get back going without having to chase hoses all the way up and stuff.
Yeah, worst case is we had to stretch this sucker out and run an air line all the way from our cabinet, you know, up the tower, down the boom, all the way to the end, zip tie it on place. And as the zip ties broke with the sun and weather, you know, you're up there fixing them so they don't catch on something.
Yeah.
But this is really nice, you know, that it's set up like that.
Yep. You're wondering, I'm running a 5 to 4.5 reducing hose. So there's the reduction right there. This is a 4.5-inch hose. But is this a one size fit all, or is this a 4 or 5 inch?
It'll work up to 3-inch. And then Scott, that Canadian concrete pumper, he has one of our small line air cuffs that's designed for smaller hose because they do a little smaller hoses up his way for some projects. Right. So he loves that thing, the smaller air cuff. The bigger air cuff doesn't like the smaller hose that's wire. It's hard to compress it because it's too big. Yeah. It's like a blood pressure cuff, you know. And they've got kid sizes, they've got adult sizes. This is basically an adult size.
Right.
So,
well, the Canadians have smaller rocks, so they can use smaller hoses.
Yeah. Up where Scott is, he's got really nice sand. It's all natural sand, natural rock. You know, he's got really good. Some guys take this air cuff off. The good thing is that this thing only weighs 8 pounds. It's super easy to take off and put back on, throw it in your cab. It's not a big heavy monster. Some of the ones on the market are metal, some of them are vulcanized rubber, they're heavy, they're bulky. We talked about it, but not on your video, that this bladder inside can be rebuilt. On the other side, there's some plates or some bars that press the bladder closed, so you can rebuild this fully, you know, while you have it. So as long as it doesn't get too beat up, you can just keep rebuilding it. So it's pretty slick.
So there's how that fits together.
The dump valve is right here. It's just part of this funky 90, and that's where the air vents to deflate the air cuff.
And it just feels like rubber, I guess. I mean, it reminds me of fire hose.
Well, it's almost like our lay flat hose, but it's a different material, you know, that can expand and contract.
Yeah. You saw us check it out and everything. It just worked like it's supposed to, you know. I can't wait for Bill to get back from vacation, and he can go try it out.
Yeah, and congratulations, Jeff, for 25,000 subscribers.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no,
thank you very much.
When I saw that shout out from Scott on that, I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
And you guys do a lot for the pumping industry, and that's why I'm here today, you know, and hooking you up with an air cuff and doing this with you, because, you know, you guys teach a lot. You show these guys, you get them a little less intimidated to do some of these things. And you know, I appreciate it. It makes the industry safer and better. You guys do a hell of a thing.
Well, it's enjoyable, and it's nice to get some notoriety for doing what we do, and you know, not that we're just trying to be fame hogs or anything.
No.
we do show our real life struggles out here. So,
Yeah.
you know, we are human, and we are approachable too. So if you see us, email us, leave comments.
Yeah.
You can come to our live streams. Hopefully we'll get Mike back soon for one of the live streams. What a fun deal. YouTube's been fun for me. Like I said, we appreciate the guys that have subscribed and helped us out. If you hadn't subscribed, it's greatly appreciated. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it means a whole heck of a lot to me and the other guys like Scott and then Darren and Caleb over on their channels. So y'all check them out. Make sure you subscribe to their channels. They're doing a lot of the same stuff we are, just a different area and maybe a little bit different culture. Who knows? So,
and if you have anything you guys want them to see or do, you know, throw it in the comment section. Yeah, I mean, not that, you know, they'll get to a lot of the stuff, but it's something that they can work on. You know, maybe they can work on a little video or a little shout out to somebody somewhere that wants a little bit of extra knowledge or a little bit of help somewhere. I think that'd be
absolutely,
awesome.
absolutely.
I ask for help. You know, I'm like, what do you want me to do? You know, for safety training sometimes.
Well,
So-
and also if y'all have any questions or comments about the air cuff, what we went through, things like that, if Mike doesn't see the comments, I'll make sure I forward it to him and get you an answer for that. And then hopefully on our next live feed, we'll bundle those up and then we'll bring those comments out to the live feed and we'll let Mike answer those comments live for you too. So just be watching for that. But like I said, just leave, if you have questions or anything that we went through, go ahead and leave it in the comments and we can try to answer them as best as we can, especially what's fresh on my mind. But it's always good on mine.
I'm looking forward to seeing the live video of Jeff using the air cuff, you know, or Bill. One or both of you out there doing it.
If Jeff's doing it, then something's wrong. We got to have Bill. Well, let's take a look at the air cuff while it's folded up. That way y'all can see how it looks while it's folded up. And it is out of the way. We had to adjust it when we did fold the boom up and slide it down a little bit because I do have an arm bracket right there for the fourth section. But we was able to get it to slide down and clear that where it wasn't pinched or riding against each other while we're going down the road. So
yeah, it'll take a little adjustment. The straps are really long, you know, so we can adjust it. And when we get it out, you know, outside and kind of open it up and check it out and make sure it looks like it's in a good spot, you know, we'll kind of see it and you'll make some adjustments when we get there or when you get there.
So, but anyway, well, Mike, thank you, sir.
Thanks for making the time. I came all the way here.
Yes.
I'm glad we could do this and that everything was worked out.
No, thank you very much. That's big for us. It's nice to have. It's a nice addition to this truck. So I want to thank you very much for coming out and spending your time and doing that for us.
Yeah, no worries.
And don't forget, that's at Conforms. They can look at the Conform website. I'll leave you a link to the Conform website in the description of this video. So if y'all want to click onto it, they can go over and find the catalogs and all the different things that Conforms has.
We've worked on our website. It's changed a couple times in the last couple years. So yeah, the link will be awesome.
Okay. So don't forget to get a hold of them. But anyway, that's it for today. We're going to go and try to find some cool air conditioning because it has gotten hot and humid as the days progress. So we're going to get out of here. But thanks y'all for watching. Don't forget to lock the hubs in, stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll check you on the next one. Thank you guys.